It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal on 2K Sports. It's been an interesting season so far. Lots of action, lots of intrigue. And tonight it'll be Philadelphia going up against Portland. Checking out the Trailblazers. This is their first time facing off this season. Last year they split the season series at a game apiece. Hey, a chance now to watch C.J. McCollum in action. Definitely one of the sharpshooters in the league, but you don't often hear his name mentioned among the elite. You guys feel like he may be underrated as a shooter?
I think he's definitely underrated. He's as dead-eye as most players in the league. Incredible percentages from the floor and from beyond the arc. This guy can shoot the ball.
What probably people forget about is the fact that he can get to the rim so easily. That's why they don't pay attention to the dead-eye shooting. But he's a dead-eye shooter. Tie check?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was an audible yawn we heard from that side of the set. What gives?
That's because I'm dead-eye tired. That was terrible.
Whatever that.
No, that was good.
Kevin Harlan. He understands everything, and he's standing by the call next.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hello everyone, welcome to another exciting broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Kurt Berry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. For the Portland Trailblazers, they come in off a loss to the Memphis Grizzlies. And that one a tough loss too. They ended down only 3 points.
And they couldn't get stops when they needed to. The opposition just too comfortable shooting the basketball.
And it's not that you have to take chances, but you got to step up your effort and try to get disruptive. They never did that. And on the road, that's a recipe for disaster.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the NBA Players Union recently voted unanimously to fund health care insurance for retired players. Now, Chris Paul, the Players Association's president, said, "We're in this position because of the hard work of the men who came before us. It's important that we take care of our extended NBA family and ensure the well-being of our predecessors." Kevin?
Thanks, DA. A true sign of how caring the NBA is, always looking out for the retired players. Tonight, two prolific offenses, Brett. When you're facing a great group of scores, what are some of the things you can do defensively? Try to slow them down.
Well, Kevin, one of the things, if you're in your kitchen, you could pull out your mixer. That means you got to mix up your defenses. You can't give them one constant look about how you're playing pick and rolls and what you're going to do on the post in terms of double teaming. So fire that thing up.
Camouflage, try to disguise what you're going to do and know what you do well. I mean, there's so many tentacles to it. And it's going to be the Trailblazers off the tip. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court right, Lillard and McCollum are at the 1 and 2. Conley's out there with Nurkic, and it's Turner in at the 3 spot. Outside, Simmons. On the pass, the baddest one. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
And his versatility on offense is so spectacular. He always finds ways to help put points up on the board.
Screen by Nurkic. Lillard from outside. Connects from three-point range. Lillard's got 5 points so far.
Hard screen from Nurkic there. That's really what opens up the high percentage look at the basket.
Here's baddest one. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
A little punch, counter punch action. Neither side punching here.
Yeah, both sides trying to keep up with one another, but doing it from distance.
Now here's Lillard. 20 points for him last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Turner with the screen. McCollum with the ball. Now guarded by Redick. Just 5 to shoot. There's the screen. Three-pointer, Lillard. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
This is one of his specialties. Look out when he gets it going from behind the arc. Left alone there for a second. That's just enough for Lillard.
Outside, Simmons. Here's Pattis one. That 3 off the mark. Portland's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. First shot by Turner, no good.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Now McCollum, 32 points for him last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And he also controlled the boards. He just seemed to be in the right position every time the ball came off the rim.
And here are the 76ers now. After the missed 3 from Damian Lillard.
But if my counting is right, they've made 4 of their first 5. That's good.
Now, here's Nurkic. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Memphis. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. That shot off the mark. Some solid defense from Saric. Here's Pattis one, covered by Lillard. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one on Turner.
And sometimes you have no chance at stopping Simmons from the interior. Just a very skilled player who gets these calls routinely.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Shoot 2.
And that one misses.
And the Australian Simmons, a star in the making, folks. Thanks really in part to that tremendous skill set to go along with that gigantic frame.
No luck that time either.
This Blazer team has some good continuity and some good chemistry. It's a young roster, and they get along pretty well. They've got 2 studs, obviously, at the guard position, and they keep improving.
Lillard, Portland again, missing.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
And from team dinners to off-season trips to train together, this Blazers team, Brent, led by Damian Lillard, has made the effort to get to know one another off the floor.
Well, that absolutely helps with the lines of communication, that it's always respectful, and sometimes it can be competitive and heated, but that's all right. Mostly for the young guys, the cool thing about it is that they feel a connection to the guys who played several years in the league, and that helps them settle into their first year.
It's tipped.
Well, you notice the length there from Vonleh, allowing him to get that shot block.
They'll go get another chance. Here's the machine. Whoa.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, he does not waste one of them.
Well, you love the NBA, but some of these guys have the DNA. He also outworks everybody. Filthy combination.
And here are the Trailblazers now. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go.
And his touch has just been a little bit absent this quarter. He's missing a ton of shots.
Good D by McCollum. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Turner with the screen. Back to Lillard. Outside Turner. On the play, basket down, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
And a nice job, Evan Turner slowing down, drawing the body contact, and now finding a chance for the and one.
And Evan Turner, Brent, signed that big deal in the summer of 2016, that 4-year, $70 million deal with Portland. Do you think they're getting their money's worth?
I think the idea is to have a secondary ball handler out there, a guy that they can post up a little bit and still make plays. So the adjustment, not just Evan Turner in a new system, the guys that he plays with have to adjust also to his skill set. We'll see as the years go on how much Evan Turner helps improve what Portland's trying to do offensively.
so they now lead by 1.
And the leadership that Evan Turner offers up can be a huge bonus. This is a guy who continues to accept and play well within his role.
Here's Pattis 1. 37 points in the win against Utah. Reddick with the bucket.
And the D has gotten a little bit lax here, defending the triple.
And here is Turner. 11 points last game. Here's Lillard. The teardrop falls in. Lillard's got 10 points in the game.
Able to get to the paint at will and a good finisher. Hard to stop Lillard from scoring anywhere.
Here's Simmons. And it's the machine with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
There are times where you have to play with a little bit more caution. It's already his second foul in the first quarter.
Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. Lillard with it. 10 points for him. Here's Nurkic. Banked in off the glass.
Don't talk much about the arc on a shot, but Nurkic did a great job hauling in that rebound and finishing the look over top.
Here's Pattis 1. A three-pointer off the mark. For Portland, they've gone even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. And a wide open look for McCollum, and the three ball is good. McCollum's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside, Simmons. Shoots over Turner. It's a big height house and goes in.
And really with Simmons, the guy just has everything, including the soft mid-range jump shot.
Nurkic just screen on Reddick. Onlay dishes to Turner. There's the feed to Nurkic. She's over Embiid. And Nurkic again. He's got 6.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Pattis 1. 8 points for him. Reddick passes to Embiid. Shoots over Nurkic. Embiid, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
McCollum kicks to Nurkic. They double him with Saric. Dishes it to Lillard. Just 5 to shoot. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
Well, more and more Lillard's about running this team, taking shots within the flow of the offense, and then he puts up an insane number of points.
Here's Pattis 1. With his average of more than 32 points a game, he's giving opponents nightmares with his firepower. Lillard outside. A three-pointer off the mark. Philadelphia trails by 6. Philadelphia moving the ball. Reddick with the bucket.
They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
So timeout call here. The first for Portland. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Philadelphia this year.
And just couldn't make the most of their meetings last year. Ended up splitting the season series.
Here. Covington's checked in. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Collins checked in for Nurkic. Aminu comes in for Vonleh. Maurice Harkless is checked in for Evan Turner. And Anthony Morrow subbed in for C.J. McCollum. They set the pick. Morrow kicks to Lillard. off a shot. Aminu misses. Philadelphia trails by 3. And Terry Stotts, now in his 6th season as head coach in Portland, talked about the job Grant Hughes did with the Blazers.
Well, again, Kevin, his connection to Damian Lillard as the player that they thought was going to carry the franchise forward, especially after the departure of LaMarcus Aldridge. I think that's one of the key components of the Blazers and where they want to go. I think Terry can share the vision of the front office and the vision for any given team with Damian Lillard. And he goes out there and tries to carry out some of the things that he hears from him.
Here's Morrow after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Embiid against Collins. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. A bit of a nice win against Utah last time out.
And I know the defense wasn't great, but yet and still, their ability to stay composed was impressive.
Well, it led to a big scoring effort, taking advantage of every weakness. So any possession the defense wasn't aggressive on, they were on the offensive end.
And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That is his first foul of the game. Portland's gone 4-7 from three-point range so far in the first. And Lillard kicks to Harkless. From the baseline. And Embiid pulls it down. Philadelphia shooting very well. 58% the offense is going right now early for them. And Simmons throws it in.
Yeah, and when Simmons is driving inside, he's going to sky up for the flush. Get into the basket in no time.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
They set the pick. Aminu dishes to Harkless. Here's Collins. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. We have so many great spot-up shooters in this league, but from what you've seen, who are some of the best shooters off the dribble?
First guy I think about, Kevin, is Kevin. It's Durant. No, not you. I know you're a great shooter.
I was a good shooter.
But Kevin Durant's efficiency after transferring over from OKC to Golden State, it's really remarkable how much he's learned to play without the basketball, yet still having a career efficient year. Him off the dribble is dangerous for anybody.
No good on that. On the 76ers with some changes. The Machines check in for Joel Embiid. Primetime comes in for Šarić. And the Bodyguards sub in for J.J. Redick. Good on the second free throw. There's the Bodyguard. 14 points from him the last game against Utah. Uncovered. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. And the 76ers lead by 4.
Yeah, a big part of this run here has been their ability to score from mid-range.
There's a screen. Here's Harkless. The putback. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. The Machine's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Up off the screen. Oh!
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off this insane jumping skill, he's seasoned.
Trailblazers trail by 6. And Lillard kicks to Harkless. There's the dish tomorrow. Now here's Harkless. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Off the pick. And no good. Trying to use the gloves.
That's a great effort on defense. He definitely rushed his shot a little bit down low.
Here's the Machine. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And doing their best to maximize possessions. Just staying focused with this league.
Well, it isn't much, but they've been able to capture some of the momentum of this game and increase their advantage.
Lillard, the pass to Harkless. Aminu with the screen for Harkless. A floater. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Yeah, he's just pulled a Harry Houdini in this quarter. He's completely disappeared.
Prime time. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Now Lillard, he's got 13. He dishes it to Harkless. Passes it to Aminu. Shot to stop the run. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Becoming more of a factor these days on the offensive end. Aminu, once the 8th overall player taken in the draft, getting to the line a little more often.
Portland shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
Down the first one. Two free throws for Aminu. And here's Fultz. So it's Philadelphia bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And now a chance to hear from point guard Damian Lillard. He explains his stoic demeanor on the floor.
Never let anybody see how you feel. I kind of just embraced it, for my entire life. Just, you wouldn't know if something was going on in my life or not, because as long as I'm taking care of business and doing what I need to be doing, that's all that matters.
I would say we probably shouldn't expect to see Lillard starring in any reality shows about his personal life.
Lillard is a young man who is all about taking care of business.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And guys, what's your take on the 76ers so far?
So far, they've been active scoring the basketball, built up a little lead here, and looking good.
Well, when you come out in the first quarter with that kind of offense, obviously the game plan is in full effect. Let's see if they can keep that momentum going.
On the floor for Portland, Harkless and Aminu, your small and power forwards. Damian Lillard out there with Anthony Morrow, and it's Collins in at the 5 spot. That's tipped.
A great shot blocker from the combo forward. Aminu's length helping him there.
Here's Morrow. Three-pointer, Lillard. They grabbed their own miss. Here's Aminu. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
And this is what happens when you fail to block out.
Defensive rebounding just as important as causing the miss in the first place.
Here's prime time. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Morrow. Kicks it to Harkless. There's the pick. Lillard dishes to Collins. 6 on the shot clock. And his first shot attempt. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Morrow's got his first 2 points of the night. Feeds to Covington. The 3. Now in the scoring column with that juice. Unfortunate this game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Collins a screen on Covington. Collins kicks to Lillard. Pass to Morrow. To the wing on the left. Lets it go from deep. And it's Lillard again missing.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Eric, got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Fellas, Al-Farouq Aminu has established himself as a great defensive player, and he wants that recognition. He said, my goal every year is to be Defensive Player of the Year. I want to guard 1 through 4, and even 5 sometimes. I want it to be known that I'm a great defender. I want the league to recognize that. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Aminu continues to prove his worth on the defensive end. His length and quickness certainly hard to deal with. and he can't get the first one. Hey, Brett, what's more important, offense or defense? Some guys are great at both.
Well, offense is sometimes what you get paid for, Kevin, but defense is where you need a buy-in. And so to me, it's always the defense and the way that you construct that camaraderie on that end of the floor, that communication on that end of the floor, that's going to make the difference in your season.
Don't you love two-way players, or guys that play hard at both ends? It's hard to do, but the guys that do it well really stand out.
Well, it's not football, Kevin. There's two sides that you have to play in basketball, and certainly the more equipped that you are to play both, the more playing time you're going to see for a coach.
Here's the bodyguard, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Here's McCollum. 76ers getting the bucket. Miss by the Trailblazers. The 76ers leading by 7. Fultz with the ball. Now defended by McCollum. Right at the free throw line. Fultz, no good. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep on the center. Aminu kicks to McCollum. He set the pick. To an efficient start, 2 for 3 from the field.
How about CJ's focus on that play? The defense right up in his face, keeps his eyes on target, and buries it.
At the tip, Collins grabs the miss. Trailblazers trail by 5. They can use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That's his first foul. And Simmons, he's checked in for Fultz. Portland also making some changes. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Collins. Noah Vonleh comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And it's Turner in for Anthony Morrow. Nurkic setting the pick for Vonleh. Nurkic with it. 6 points for him. Pass to McCollum. And he gets the jumper to drop. McCollum's got 4 points this quarter.
That's good focus from the Bosnian Bear getting down there. Nurkic finding the open man with ease.
Here's Simmons. And foul on the shot, so the bucket counts, and a chance for one more here.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
The 76ers shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Good from Simmons. Trailblazers trail by 6. And Turner kicks to Vonleh. Screen by Nurkic. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Philadelphia. Reddick comes in for the bodyguard. McCollum left side. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner. 9 points for C.J. McCollum.
Now you can just tell in his gait and in the look on his face, he's in a great rhythm after a terrific first quarter. He is feeling it here in the second.
Now here's Simmons. He picked up 15 points in their last one against Utah.
Loved his passing tonight as well. He was just cutting the defense to pieces out there.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
McCollum kicks to Nurkic. He feeds it to Turner. A stupendous finish in traffic. Turner's got his second basket of the night.
This is where Turner impresses you with his strength, able to go down inside and take a little bit of a hit before finishing.
The pass to prime time. And a miss there on the triple. Trailblazers trail by 4. Now here's Turner. 5 points in the game. McCollum kicks to Turner. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
I like the way Turner uses his body on the inside, not scared of that kind of contact, and then throwing a bit of his weight around.
Embiid against Nurkic. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Early in the regular season here, some teams off and running, but Brent, if you've had a talented roster that's not coming together yet, what steps do you take to try to get that compass pointed in the right direction?
Well, I guess it depends on the players that you're looking at, Kevin. If you've made a move in the offseason with a veteran guy who you thought was going to do A, B, and C, and you only see him do A, then maybe you got to think about the lineup needs some tinkering. But if it's younger guys and still guys who are trying to develop, and now you're asking them to expand their games, I think you got to err on the side of being patient to see what might transpire over the course of the entirety of the season.
Right, you take a look at Nurkic, young and full of potential. He's still learning how to make the most of his ability.
Yeah, the Bosnian Bear, Nurkic, had some tough times in Denver as Jokic started to emerge, and there was talk about him sulking and pouting just a little bit, still a young player. But the opportunity now in Portland with established stars in Lillard and a rising one in McCollum could be exactly the type of recipe for success that he was looking for.
A little tit-for-tat action going on the back-to-back trade.
A little gamesmanship from range could force both defenses to maybe extend out a little further.
Now here's McCollum. 12 points for him. Charity smart shot. Contend shot. Nurkic can't hit.
Now, defense timed that out perfectly. Love the aggressiveness, and then they changed the shot's direction.
Simmons passes to Šarić. He kicks to Reddick. There's a good screen. Screen by Šarić. And here's Covington from the arc. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 4 assists in the game. Trailblazers trail by 7. And Turner kicks to Nurkic. Tipped away. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. Baddest ones checked in for Philadelphia. Out of bounds, it'll be 76ers ball. And a chance to now check out the scoring distribution between the front court and the back court players tonight for the Trailblazers.
And it's been pretty even between the bigs and smalls here. With the game still in question, we'll see which of these guys can take another step to take over the game.
Philadelphia leading by 7. Embiid the screen. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Reddick against McCollum. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And C.J. McCollum mostly plays at that off-guard spot with the Blazers, but on a lot of teams, you can see him as the lead guard. I mean, 6'3" in height, and his handles are elite.
The Trailblazers have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now. C.J. McCollum can step into that point guard role very comfortably.
Yeah, I mean, he keeps it on a string, going right or left. Terrific ball handler. Calling him a secondary ball handler is almost not doing him justice.
And to McCollum. Nails both of them.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Embiid with a screen on Turner. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
And really, Simmons is nearly impossible to contain when he's sprinting to the hoop. An athletic behemoth who causes defenders fits.
So it's Portland now. 76ers getting the bucket. McCollum dishes to Nurkic. The feed now to Vonleh. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Philadelphia leading by 5. Outside, Simmons. Dishes it to Embiid. Shoots over Nurkic. Embiid, no good. Portland's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. McCollum kicks to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. Lets the 3 fly. And that one is off. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. Embiid the screen. Simmons with it. Guarded now by Harkless. And Simmons kicks to Embiid. Here's Sharp. 5 on the clock. It's good from long range. 11 points for Baniswan.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Trailblazers trail by 8. Turner passes to Vonleh. The dish to Nurkic. McCollum outside. Over Redick. Drops it in from 14 feet away. 16 points for C.J. McCollum.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Outside, Simmons. Yep, that one goes in there. Simmons got 15 points.
Right now they're winning because of him. Love the shots that he's taking, and he's got the green light.
Outside Turner. McCollum against Redick. Screen by Nurkic. Rocket 6. From 13. McCollum no good. Philadelphia leading by 8. Here's Baniswan. 11 points in the game. Here's Embiid. No good with the triple. Portland's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Harkless dishes to Turner. Passes to Nurkic. Shoots over Embiid. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. He's got 8.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Here's Baniswan. It's rebounded by Vonleh.
And tonight his shot's been a bit off, but still, they lead the game.
Wasted no time on that one. McCollum's got a pair of triples in the second now for Portland.
And 2 more three-point field goals for him here in the second quarter. Somebody had better get a hand on it.
Here's Baniswan. Turner covering. Here's Simmons. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
You just have to be more careful with Simmons. So brilliant at throwing the D off guard.
A few opportunities so far at the free throw line. He's made 1, he's missed 2.
And he's at 73% this year at the foul line. Adequate, but not spectacular. Shoot 2.
That's good from Simmons. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Amir Johnson's checked in for Embiid. Rashawn Holmes comes in for Sharp. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And the bodyguards subbed in for Baniswan. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Collins checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Aminu comes in for Noah Vonleh. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Maurice Harkless. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Turner.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Morrow, no good. Philadelphia leading by 4. Here's the bodyguard. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 5th assist in this one.
And Simmons is just the total package. A player that can really dish it to his teammate.
McCollum outside. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Baseline try. That shot no good.
No doubt disappointed with that one. He'd love to have that one back.
Yeah, I put that play on repeat. The setup was perfect. Just need a better result next time.
And so it's Philadelphia bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We've got more in store for you right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first half in the books. This is Ernie Johnson. This is Shaquille O'Neal. This is Ken Smith. Welcome back.
Ken,
as we break down the action. Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He had 16 points, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
Well, they really dictated the pace of the game with their transition game. They got out on the break every chance they had, and the time they could push the tempo, they did. And a lot of times it kept the defense scrambling like eggs with the cheese and apple juice.
Kenny, let's get your insight on Portland.
well, I think they could be way more physical than they have been in the first half. Their defense gave up way too many easy looks, and that kind of defense will turn to a loss any night.
And now, folks, just moments away from the start of the third quarter.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. You know, C.J. McCollum has been exceptional here, guys.
And through 2 quarters, he's been lights out. And you know he's going to look to add to those totals.
And defensively, hard to force him out of the rhythm at this point because he has a number of ways with which he can beat you.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. Here's Fultz. We got Ben Simmons. Johnson is out there with Holmes. And there's Fultz. And it's McConnell in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play. So we'll see Ben Simmons go to the line here. It goes on Noah Vonleh. Brent, you certainly grew up around basketball. Your dad was a legend. Your brothers certainly played at a very high level. What kind of advantage do you think that gave you, if any, as your career was progressing?
That's funny, Kevin. I can't get away from it. I'm sitting next to you now, and we're watching basketball. So,
I know, here it is.
The advantage, I think, is just absorbing all of that stuff. Maybe on a subconscious level, that you're taking in everything about what the profession was going to represent for you, if in fact you got there. And thank goodness I did.
Well, I always sense you had a very wide view. Your lens was always wide, capturing as much as you could gather.
Yeah, it was like a 10 to 22 on any camera.
Now here's Turner. Simmons pulls it in. Simmons got his third rebound on the night. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got 8 rebounds in this game. McCollum outside. He dishes it to Turner. Over Simmons. Again, the miss by Turner.
Oh, you just relish those kind of opportunities. And the defense got lucky, but they need to guard that area of the floor a little bit better.
Here's Fultz. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 6 assists here tonight.
Just an amazing feel for the game. Simmons is so gifted at reading the floor.
Now here's McCollum. Lillard on top. Portland no good that time either. The 76ers leading by 12. Kicks it to Johnson. Back to Simmons. Johnson with a screen on Turner. And it's Simmons penetrating. McConnell off the mark there with a three-point shot.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And the basket by McCollum.
Well, they missed their first 3 shots, and after that maybe they'll get some air underneath their wings a little bit.
Fultz kicks to Simmons. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. That shot off. Good work defensively by Turner. Now Lillard, 15 points in the game. Shoots the 3. In for his 7th make in 13 tries.
Smart patience by Lillard there. Could have tried to beat the defender on his own, but instead uses that screen to get the look.
Pass to McConnell. On deep. The rebound by Turner.
You could see he wanted to get it back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Lillard from outside. Lillard again missing. The 76ers leading by 7. Here's Simmons. Good work defensively by Lillard. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The pass for a chance. It's deflected.
And love how high Fultz gets on these rejections, utilizing his terrific length to spike shots back.
And stolen by McConnell. And now Philadelphia on the break. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, the Portland Trailblazers are developing a great chemistry for a young team. Damian Lillard takes the team to San Diego every September for bonding purposes. And he told me how much you like each other, how much time you spend around each other. That shows you a team that is really together. It is a unit. We have each other's back. Kevin?
And it's critical to establish camaraderie early on. Thank you, D.A. Sounds like Lillard has this team headed in the right direction. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Ben Simmons really making a difference here.
He can't be stopped right now. The D looks like they're at a loss. They have no idea how to contain him.
Over the decades, the way the league has grown, phenomenal. Due in no small part to the leadership. Brent, what are some of the key traits you've seen of these two great NBA commissioners?
I think the one thing about both David Stern and Adam Silver that they have done a great job with is that they're approachable. There doesn't seem to be a time, at least in an NBA player's career, where they don't feel like they could either call the office and within maybe a day or two hear from somebody from the league office. But the fact that both David Stern and Adam Silver find their way out to arenas throughout the regular season, come to see every team, that approachability, I think, far and away sets those two gentlemen aside.
And the 76ers making a change here. Covington's checked in. We see a chart here for the shooting performance so far for Simmons.
Well, you have to think that he is going to look to go to the rim a little more often going forward because the 3 ball just hasn't been there. Sometimes it seems he's not getting his feet set or rushing his shooting motion, but either way, it just ain't falling.
Philadelphia leading by 11. Fultz the pass to Covington. Here's Holmes. And here's Covington. He's got 6. And that one drops for him. Covington's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
No one near Turner as he lets it go. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
I love the quick decision making from Turner there. Deadly at sinking the catch and shoot jumper.
And C.J. McCollum, the league's most improved player in 2016, won it easily.
I like the quiet confidence of C.J. McCollum, who just was waiting for the minutes. I think he felt like he was capable of doing these things. He just needed the time. And with the time he got, he took full advantage of it. One of the best scorers now in the NBA.
Philadelphia's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Fultz kicks to McConnell. Feeds it to Fultz. Johnson outside. 6 on the shot clock. Good work there as it goes. Johnson's got his first basket of the night.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Trailblazers trail by 12. And finished off by Nurkic. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
More and more, Damian Lillard becoming that dangerous playmaker. Does a great job there finding the open man.
Took him no time at all on that one. Holmes got his first points in this one.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Nurkic setting the pick for Lillard. Pass to Vonleh. Outside Turner. To the inside. Here's Nurkic. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, this is a fresh start for the big guy, Yusuf Nurkic, here in Portland, where in Denver he was battling with the likes of Jokic, who ended up becoming one of the best centers last year in the NBA, even up there in the Rookie of the Year running. So a midseason trade has unleashed him, a new lease on life, and we'll see what he can provide for this Portland offense under Terry Stotts.
Shoot 2.
He misses the free throw. And Nurkic, the 16th pick in the 2014 draft, under a logjam at that center position once Jokic emerged as their star player.
Got to give Neil O'Shea some credit, recognizing that in Denver, between Nurkic and Jokic, they could get one of those big guys, and because of their logjam, O'Shea was able to pluck away Nurkic, who was unhappy with his playing time. Portland could make a nice home for him.
The 76ers leading by 11. The bodyguard passes to Reddick. This one for 3. The shot misses. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. And that game will be game 3 of 5 away from home. Here's the bodyguard, covered by Lillard. Here's the bodyguard, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic. For Philadelphia, they've had an off night from the stripe tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for. Harkless is checked in for Nurkic. He's perfect from the line this time. Trailblazers trail by 13. Time call here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Check out stats for the bodyguard. He's been dominant improvement over the last month. Right around 21 points per, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
His instincts naturally are to score the basketball. That ability to find the creases in the defense is something you just don't teach, and it's awesome.
Here's Morrow. There's a good screen, and they call an illegal screen here. And let's go down to a list of players you can't leave open under any circumstance. This season's most accurate small forwards from the field. Second, Mo Harkless.
And that is such an efficient group offensively. That really is the best way to describe it. I mean, they never force anything and always wait for the right shot.
And when they get to those sweet spots, you can just count it. Each one of them is capable of having that kind of night where it looks like the bucket is about 5 feet wide for them.
Trailblazers trail by 13. Here's Collins. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Shoots over Embiid. Collins, good. For Philadelphia, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. The bodyguard passes to Embiid. Portland grabs the miss.
You got to make that. The defense was far from terrible, but man, that's an easy shot.
Harkless kicks to Lillard. Aminu with it. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Lillard with it. Outguarded by Redick. 2 on the clock. Lets it go from deep. And Damian Lillard, good for the 3. Lillard's got it back down to single digits for Portland.
And you can see one thing about Lillard, he does not need much time or space to get a quality shot off.
They get it back. There's the pass to the bodyguard. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. The bodyguard's got 5 points now this quarter.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
And you could try to key in on him, but that's tough. They run plays that routinely give him makeable looks.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 21. And Morrow has it in the corner. He feeds it to Collins. Here's Morrow, covered by Redick. Here's Collins. And it's rebounded by Covington.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
Tracks in the tray. And here are the Trailblazers now. It's a 14-point game. To the left side wing. Here's Moore, and the rejection by Embiid. It's intercepted. And the basket by Morrow.
Well, that's some good O there. Always like to see them getting those interior looks.
Here's the bodyguard, covered by Lillard. Here's the bodyguard. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Aminu. Lays it up and banks it in. Aminu's got his 2nd basket of the night.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the 3-point shot.
And here's Covington from the arc. Collins grabs the miss. Trailblazers trail by 10. Harkless kicks to Aminu. Here's Morrow. The feed to Collins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Lillard. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. The 76ers leading by 10. From the arc. And the 3 ball is good. Judge has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Lillard dishes to Aminu. A floater, and the layup is good.
Good focus inside. Aminu's not a great scorer, but does play aggressively on the interior.
lets it go from 14. And good. The friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. 14 points for the bodyguard.
And that kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight, guys.
And here's Morrow outside. Good on the triple.
Maturity right there shown by Morrow. He calmly sinks another one from deep.
Outside, Reddick. Embiid the screen. Here's the bodyguard. By Lillard. Covington passes to Saric. Shot clock reset for Philadelphia. Tries it again. For Philadelphia, they have not shown all that well from the free throw line. 6 of 11. 2 shots. First one falls.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for the bodyguard. And a switch here also for Portland. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Anthony Morrow. Good on both. 32 seconds left to play here in the third. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, Lillard is fearless, able to take that hit and calmly knock one down and one.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
One shot.
Well, if there's a Rubik's Cube of scoring in the league, Lillard has figured it out, including getting to the free throw line.
McConnell kicks to Reddick. Saric, right side. Out to the wing. Here's McConnell. Knocks down the three ball. And the 76ers lead by 12. Here's Lillard. Offline from the top of the key. And so it's Philadelphia enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their transition game has been in full effect. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Terry Stotts had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Make simple passes. We got caught trying to make a great pass instead of a simple pass.
Great communicator. Terry Stotts always teaching and developing his guys.
And he likes that they're playing unselfishly, that they're willing to pass, but take some mustard off the hot dog.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, Lillard and McCollum, the star-studded backcourt. Al-Farouq Aminu is out there with Mo Harkless. And it's Collins in at the center position. Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut down to 9 in the bucket from McCollum. Philadelphia shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Reddick dishes to Embiid. Aminu grabs the miss. Aminu's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Lets it go from the wing, and a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. 26 points for Lillard. Outside, Reddick, Embiid with a screen on McCollum. Reddick passes to Covington. Over Aminu. Covington with the bucket.
J.J. Redick knows everybody's position on every play. in the playbook. So good job of getting the ball over to his teammate there.
Now, here's Aminu. Lillard, right side, puts up a three, and the Trailblazers another three.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they ever.
And Embiid throws it down.
Inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Trailblazers trail by 8. And Lillard gets to Collins. McCollum outside. Aminu with the screen for McCollum. Just 3 to shoot. Offline with his three. Philadelphia leading by 8. Now, here's McConnell. Covington in the corner. Misses the three.
But still, eventually, you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Lillard dishes to Harkless. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the 76ers with some changes. The Machines checked in for Embiid. Primetime comes in for Saric. And Baniswan subbed in for J.J. Redick. Vonleh's checked in for Portland. Turner comes in for Damian Lillard. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's a good screen. And Turner takes to McCollum. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner. McCollum's got 27 points.
He's building off that strong first half he had. I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure him out in the second.
Back to McConnell. Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound. And there's the second time to finish it off.
A few more points going to their lead in the cruelest way possible.
You're right. Yeah. Those putback jams sting, don't they? My goodness.
And that is a statement. We're going to keep coming at you hard, even if we've got the lead.
Simmons checked in for Philadelphia. The bodyguard comes in for T.J. McConnell. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Nurkic is checked in. Trailblazers trail by 8. McCollum with the screen for Turner. He kicks to Nurkic. Over to the wing. Here's Vonleh. The shot. No good. Now the 76ers take it the other way.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan. These players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. So let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. They have been getting killed from long range tonight, and he said we can't lose track of their shooters. We're overpacking the lane, and we're leaving them wide open. Guys, we'll see if they can make the adjustment.
Now, here's Nurkic. Turner with the screen. 6 to shoot. Here's Aminu. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Might be the best thing about Aminu is that athleticism, so always good to see him attacking the defense to force the issue.
shot.
That free throw, no good. Can't hit the second.
And just so frustrating for a team when you post. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Here's McCollum after the Sixers pick up 2. And he's good on the 3 ball.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Simmons on the wing. Philadelphia moving the ball over. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Noah Vonleh.
Clearly a foul.
At the line, Ben Simmons. At the line for 2.
And the first one drops. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Lillard's checked in. And good on the second, so it makes them both. Trailblazers trail by 11. Outside Turner. Here's the screen. Rebound by the 76ers. Simmons got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy. And that monster lead continues to grow. They are just piling it on now.
Now that's the attack mindset with which they entered the game with, and I wouldn't expect them to let up now.
Now here's Turner. Dishes to Nurkic. Shoots it. Got a piece of it. Here's Simmons, and Simmons throws it in.
And the wherewithal by Simmons, sensing the hit coming and adjusting his shot accordingly.
Portland's gone to 3-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Lillard outside. The dish to McCollum. There's a good screen. Pass to Nurkic. Lets it go from 14. That's good on the jump shot.
That is Nurkic's game right there. Those are the kinds of shots he's expected to make on a regular basis.
Simmons against Turner. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Oh, the officials are all over that.
At the line, Ben Simmons. At the line for 2.
First free throw is good. And he makes both free throws. and Portland has possession. Down by 15. Lillard the pass to Turner. That's tipped.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that.
Nailed from three-point land. 16 points for Banniswan.
And he's been hitting from out there. Defensively, you're going to have to change some things up.
Well, the classic catch-22 guy right here. If you key in on him, you're going to open up other opportunities for his teammates to have good looks.
And Lillard gets double-teamed. Here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Good instincts from Lillard. Runs that pick and roll all for the setup. Ends with the assist.
Ball's knocked loose. Nurkic with the steal. Turner dishes to McCollum. From outside, off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Simmons on the wing. Turner covering. Here's the bodyguard. On the 3 off target. Trailblazers trail by 16. McCollum outside. Lillard outside. Here's the teardrop, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And Damian Lillard, a prolific three-point shooter, the quick release sprint and the confidence to hit that shot off at any time.
But he stays in attack mode offensively and likes to find seams, Kevin, to get to the rim and create havoc on possessions. But time and time again continues to show off his range and the ability to knock down long-range shots.
Shoot 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
And the Blazers have a number of playmakers on their roster, and I think that takes the offensive load off of guys like Lillard and McCollum to score. Maybe a reason why Evan Turner was added to the roster. Try to get some guys in motion, maybe less attention to these guys playing in isolation to create some scoring opportunities.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And for Damian Lillard, perhaps a sign of his unselfishness, Brent, willing to play at times without the ball in his hand.
I think he's welcomed the fact that having the ball and trying to create that many offensive opportunities on a nightly basis is not good for your health. So keeping your teammates involved, letting C.J. McCollum handle some of those responsibilities, even the playmaking big men, that's paying some dividends for Damian Lillard.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball after the Sixers pick up 2. A hand on it.
And don't forget about the long reach that Simmons possesses. That he uses it exceptionally well on defense to come away with blocks like that.
And Philadelphia has possession. Following the three-point attempt by C.J. McCollum. Stolen by McCollum. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And yes, it's good. McCollum's got 32 points in the game.
Well, the rest of the team has looked pretty bad tonight, but he's done a fantastic job of scoring the ball and carrying the load on offense.
Now here's Simmons. The shot's good. Simmons got 13 points here in the second half alone.
And Simmons is a purebred scorer, a dominant offensive talent who can score in so many ways.
And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. To Lillard. 5 on the clock. Hooked away. Inside. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And the 76ers lead by 18. McCollum outside. Screen by Nurkic to the inside. Here's Vonleh. Here's the machine. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Clearly a foul.
At the line. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Some changes for Philadelphia. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for prime time. TJ McConnell comes in for baddest one. And it's Fulton for the bodyguard. Both shots good from the slide. Hey, Brett, with the stakes of players' health being so high, we've seen contract clauses prohibiting many outside activities, but we're talking also about 20-year-old guys who just want to live their lives and enjoy what the success has brought them. What's the balance here?
I think the league tries to do a good job of making sure that players aren't involved in activities that are going to jeopardize what it is that their livelihood brings them, and that is their ability to play on the NBA floor, Kevin. And a lot of those things that you see in the player contract are absolutely things that a player can enjoy after their career is over with.
And I like this timeout. You're getting terrible rim protection right now.
Well, you got to ask your team to give you a little bit more effort because there's just not a lot of fire on the defensive end.
Chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Ben Simmons.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
He's played up to his full potential tonight, and he's been playing to the crowd too. He loves being the star attraction, even if it doesn't happen on a regular basis. Changes for Philadelphia. Johnson comes in for the machine, and J.J. Redick is subbed in for Ben Simmons. Portland with the ball. Now Lillard. McCollum outside. Brett, many teams have cracked down on cell phone use during practices and during games. Can anything be done on a league level in that regard?
Hold on, Kevin. I'm getting a call.
Okay, good. Yeah. Can you put him on hold for just a second?
Yeah, Mom, I'm talking to Kevin Harlan. It's a different age. I don't think the league, Kevin, can do anything with regards to how players use their mobile devices. That's up to the team and how it is a coach make sure that the demands of what your practice schedule is and your game schedule and your attentiveness to those times that you need to be there, that takes precedence.
Here's Nurkic. Whistle blows, but that's going to be a travel.
And becoming impatient, that's not how you're going to catch up.
Yeah, that's a painful mistake there. All you can do is just shake that one off and try your best to move on to the next play.
Now, here's McConnell. He's guarded by McCollum. Oh, trying for it. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Trailblazers trail by 20. And here's McCollum. He dishes it to Vonleh. Shoots over Holmes. Out of bounds, it'll be 76ers ball. .144 left in the fourth. Now here's Fultz. T right on him. Over Lillard. And the shot goes in from Fultz.
And Fultz, such a good shooter. The D can only do so much. I mean, I like the D, the O, just better. And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the 76ers.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Ben Simmons.
He painted a great picture on the offensive end with the ball movement tonight, really racked up some assists, and had some pretty sweet passes to go along with it.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shots.
That free throw missing. Hey, Brett, we've seen a number of super teams created via free agency or trade. Do you think that's good for the league?
I think it's great for the league. I think it's awesome to see some of the great players play on the same court together and some of the chemistry that creates. But what's been interesting over the course of the last couple seasons, Kevin, is that we've had these young marquee players stepping up in environments and with organizations now that are must-see TV. So aside from the super teams, there are young players carrying their team to hopefully greater and greater heights that keep you interested in all 30 teams in the league.
Now, here's Reddick. And the 3 off target.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
I think coaches right here are always talking about the extra pass, and a contested 3 is not your objective. One more, maybe.
Here's Fultz. Al-Farouq Amino picked out that last basket. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Kicks it to Morrow. From beyond the arc. Ready for the rebound. And Philadelphia has possession. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pulls up. Fultz with the ball. So the wing on the left. Now, here's McConnell. Not a lot of room. Goes back up. It's deflected. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.